Hello, my name is Ying, and today I would like to talk about Vygotsky theory of early childhood because it is what resonates with me the most. Vygotsky was a Russian social constructivist who was known for his socio-cultural theories. He stressed on the importance of social interaction and developed several important theories about the way children learn and grow within our culture and society. Vygotsky stated the fundamental role of social interaction in the development of cognition. He believed strongly that community plays a central role in the process of making meaning. And another theory is 4 elementary mental functions. While Piaget focused on motor reflexes and sensory abilities, Vygotsky believed that children were born with 4 elementary mental functions to help us gain higher mental functions. So different from Piaget, he believed that kids go through these stages simultaneously and it doesn't have to go from one to another. And another well-known history is the zone of proximal development. It is the gap between what a child can achieve independently and what a child can achieve with guidance and encouragement from a skilled partner or the more knowledgeable others. The knowledgeable others can be adults, teachers, parents, and peers who have more skills and knowledge about the particular subject. And for Vygotsky, the environment can influence how children think and learn as well. Therefore, he suggested that teachers and parents should provide educational opportunities such as guided instruction within the child's zone of proximal development. Vygotsky theories have been anchored for my teaching career as an EAL teacher. Since I start planning, I need to use zone of proximal development. I need to know where it is. Like it's not too hard, it's not too easy, but just right to push the student to the next step. And I use a lot of social interaction so they can learn the language. And children learn better sometimes from their peers, so cooperative learnings are very, very important. And another thing that I use is scaffolding. So when I co-teach with teacher or co-plan with the classroom teachers, I use a lot of scaffoldings with the student. And as an EAL's teacher, I use a lot of Vygotsky theories because students needed all the scaffolds so they can reach the same goals as others who speak English. And this year, since I have just become an early year teacher for the 4-year-old, I still continue using his concepts and try my best to set up the social interaction and environment that is appropriate for them to learn and scaffold them to learn and push them to the next level. So as I have mentioned before, we can use his theories in a lot of things in early year classroom. For example, we can set up an environment that will serve different kinds of learning and also social interaction and collaboration. We can set up a variety of play as a way to invite them to engage their interest, be curious, and start up a conversation. We can also start our lesson with guiding questions so students can go back to their background knowledge and learn new things, because Vygotsky also believed that students can form their own concept. Another thing that I would use in the class is to design a lesson that have a variety of interactions and with cooperative learning, so they get to work with different people, doing different roles, and to support each other learning in different ways. And to find the right zone of proximal development, I usually do it by making an observation, conferencing with students, and formative assessment. So I know what are their misconceptions, and is there anything else that I can do to support them with in their learning. Another thing that is very important is using scaffoldings to help support all students so they can all reach the same learning outcome. And by doing so, you can use different strategies or materials, for example, like sentence stems, word match, or matching them with another pair. The shortcomings of his theories is because I think one of the main thing is because he died at a very young age of 37, so he didn't get to properly complete some of his work. Other philosophers also think that he lacked experimental experience, so he didn't have enough experimental testing, and he relied a lot on observation, and he gave a vague definition of social interaction. Also, his work didn't include children with slower rates of cognitive growth or children who have passive experiences, while Piaget stressed on genetics and not just a social interaction. And Piaget study has more system, and it can provide more answers to questions to other philosophers. And here are the citations of all the sources that I've got the information from. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.